My name is Neil Messick, and this is Sandtown Custom Boat Works. Today we're going to be working on the 14-foot Gheenoe. We're going to go ahead and sand down some fiberglass resin, and we're going to get this bitch ready for the water. The better things that we've done is we reinforced this with fiberglass resin, put a couple sheets of fiberglass on her. I even drilled a hole and put a drain plug in. We do have a bilge pump for this boat. Probably going to need it. Not sure how good my fiberglassing skills are, but you got to make an effort and get out on the water. Also, took it to a custom to go ahead and add some of Collins extra sea decking. So, got a nice place for my ass and my feet. Stuff over here is peeling up, but that's what the old 3M fucking spray glue is for. Seat doesn't look terrible, but I will say I did a fucking good job, not on this, but this. Like, golly. The best thing I did was the smallest fucking piece. Yeah, I still fucked up a little bit, but oh well. She's the old Angermeyer, the Red Rocket. This thing will be on the fucking pond here soon. Fortunately, I couldn't get my old Evinrude to turn on. Had to redo the pull cord on it. The fucking spring exploded and looked like a damn ball. And coincidentally, got on the old Amazon, ordered a prop. Wrong prop. I thought I could get a pretty good steal for 16 bucks. But it's for Tohatsu and Nissan. So I got on an equipment manufacturer website, all original equipment, and coughed up right around $64 for a new, a like new Evinrude prop for this 1990 Evinrude 3-horse. It was almost impossible to find, but luckily we still got websites for old piles of shit like this. Coincidentally enough, old man Wilhelm gave me a 28-pound thrust Minn Kota from 1984. Fucking sweet. Me and my buddy Tim found out it was an 84 today on the old TikTok. We had a fucking old fucking Minn Kota commercial come up. Pretty fucking awesome. We love the old shit here. This thing is, yeah. I sanded her down, added some rosin to her. I'm going to go ahead and sand her down, tape her off, possibly paint her black. And, yeah, we're going to slap her right on the side of the boat, and I'm going to drive this motherfucker. I transformed it into a bow mount. It's pretty sweet. The only issue is that she's still a tiller. So I don't want to really put her up here because she is kind of skinny, and I don't want her to go old cattywampus on me. So we're going to put her towards the middle of the boat, and I already got this sweet fucking dent on the side of her. And there's also a dent we want to try to pop out on the floor. We're going to need a heat gun and a lot of weight. See if we can get her true again. Things first, before we can even sand the fiberglass off the boat, we're going to have to take everything out of her and flip her on her lid. I believe that's everything. Coincidentally enough, this boat is fucking extremely fucking light. I love this little piece of shit. But we had to keep the name true. She is the Angermeyer. She has the name written all over, so there ain't nothing I can do about changing the name of the old girl. So hopefully I don't get too angry with this piece of shit. And I will have a fishing video update, hopefully either Tuesday or Wednesday night. Actually test this thing. But there's a dent here. Let me go ahead and show you guys real quick. I mean, she is massive. Sure how well the camera can pick her up, but she is kinked, bud. We're going to try to heat her up and get her out once we get done sanding down all the fiberglass. We got a lot of fucking fiberglass, guys, sand. A lot of her. I'm trying to make her true. And yeah, I get that the air bubbles are bad, but at least it's pretty true against the back where the transom is. That's the biggest thing for me. So yeah, ready for a time lapse of about 15 minutes of sanding. At Sandtown Custom Boat Works, we're a huge supporter of Milwaukee tools. All we buy is Milwaukee tools. So we're going to start a new segment called Tool of the Day. Today's tool of the day is the Milwaukee Fuel Angle Grinder with the big boy 8.0 battery on her. She's going to help me sand this complete fucking boat and make her look beautiful and true. One more thing, I actually got safety glasses on this time, so no more Chinese squinting. So let's get this bitch done. Now after all that sanding, it's time to wipe the old girl down, and I got some holes I got to fill with some epoxy. She's just going to get hard, and then we're going to go right to fixing the floor on this old girl. Hopefully third time's the charm on the epoxy. I really want this shit to stick this time. And I just got a little void I got to fill. Nothing too terrible. As y'all can see, not terrible, not terrible at all. And then over on the back, I got one little cavity to fill up. Not terrible. And yeah, I believe that's it. Just add a little bit more rosin on that side, and she should be mint. That's what I'm going for anyway. We want her to be good, non-leaky boat. And get all this rosin dust off of her so she can be true and stick really fucking nice. And just like that, we're ready to mix some rosin up. And we're going to show you how to do that here shortly. All right, to start making our rosin, we're going to have our hardener, and we're going to have our good old rosin. So, rule of thumb, if you want it to dry fast, you add a fuck ton of hardener. You don't really need a lot of rosin, just a little bit. Now I'll be right back to go grab my old fiberglass knife. I'm back with the old trusty Danko fiberglass knife. It helped do about, I don't know, about 80% of the fiberglass laying on this boat. Hence the reason it looks so bad. But I got fiberglass rollers now. We turn it into hot shots. Got fucking fiberglass rollers, tripod, some other shit. Oh, the old mic. So we're gonna go heavy on the old fiberglass hardener. Mix her up real good. Look at that. Looks like shit. That's what you want. For some reason, the shit like dries clear. Can't understand it. Shit browner than Aunt Jemima syrup. It's nuts. We're just going to do a nice light glaze on her. Just a nice light glaze. Just for her to be sealed and seamless. That's what we're going for, baby. Sealed and seamless. Add a little bit more structure on the back end of her. Because she is going to get drug a lot, I feel like. I'm just going to use the knife to fill any voids in the old fiberglass. The more voids we fill, the more smooth this piece of shit's going to look. And I really personally do like a smooth boat. Add a little bit more. Run her down. And if I'm lucky, I won't have to spend about 40 minutes out here sanding it again. Because that time lapse, she doesn't do justice. That shit took way longer than I expected, to be completely honest with y'all. Add some more of this fucking nice filler here. Just spread her thin. Where there's a cavity, fill the cavity. Because she may or may not be getting flames put on this fucking boat today. We'll see how lucky we get. See how much time we have. Thank God, daylight savings time makes it easier for me to record. Got an extra hour today of sunlight. Everybody else is complaining because they lost fucking sleep. But, just get the fuck out of bed and go out there and do something. That's all you gotta do. The old milk of magnesia. Yeah. Over here, just spread her thin. No, there's nothing over here, but the more fucking rosin we have, the more rigidity we're going to add to this old girl. And that honestly looks damn near good. Just going to pour a tiny cunt here, right about there. Let her run down and fill up these voids. I'm running low on big void filler too, aka fucking vehicle body filler, but that'll be a further video, future video, because once I get an RV, we're turning the van into the damn work van. And we're going to do a bunch of body work to her. We're going to put her logo on the side of her. She's going to be fucking mint. I mean, right now, everything on the back half looks good. Let's go fill up that cavity in the front. Man, oh man, I am not good at putting down fiberglass resin. Thank God I'm doing this on this little boat before I get something nice and expensive. But goddamn, if this boat had teeth, she'd be hurting with all these cavities. Golly. Just gonna fill her up, let her seep in. Then once she's dry, we're gonna paint some fucking black flames on this bitch. Make her look sporty and to cover up all my ugly ass fiberglass laying skills. Because I'll tell you right now, I am not the best at laying fiberglass. But at the same time, someone who's only done this shit about 3 times, I'm not terrible either. Not terrible at all. Add a little bit more epoxy resin. Get her smoother than glass, baby. Start pouring her down the side of her. Fill any little cavities. Let her run down. But I don't really want runs. So all you can really do is just keep playing with it and spread her out like peanut butter. The more you spread her out, the less she's going to run. That's kind of like what I've learned about this rosin. But with all the hardener I added to her, she ought to cure, hopefully in 2 hours. And then we'll get right back to doing a little bit of touch-up sanding and a little bit of paint prep. Got to tape her off, get her ready for paint, and I decided we're going to keep her red because when I bought the boat was red, and something about a boat having a name already on it makes you not want to touch it and not really want to change it. Just update it a little bit. So we're going to keep her originally red, and she's going to keep the name Angermeyer on her. I don't know if that was the dude's last name and he just wrote it on his boat, or I don't know if he was angry one day fishing and was like, fuck it, this is the old Angermeyer. Lord knows. Lord knows. But shout out to the guy from the estate auction that passed away for somehow me getting this boat. Pretty fucking sweet. Sucks that he passed. He's probably a great dude. It's kind of how we got the whole skiff in the background, too. Having title problems with that old girl, though. Can't get the fucking title to it. Who would have thought that you could sell something at an auction and not get a title? Like, what the fuck? The world that we live in ain't worth the fuck. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and finish glassing this old girl down and get ready for sanding round 2. So, did a little bit of hole prevention. I painted the whole entire center strip with epoxy resin, just for the fact that I know she's going to get drug, and I don't really want her to get too beat up. And just like that, she's been filled with epoxy. Gonna sand her down one last time after she hardens, and we're gonna get this fucking show on the road. We're gonna add some fucking sick black flames to cover up the hot mess I made, and this thing's gonna be fucking sweet. Might have to get the old boat mechanic out here to actually service this thing. I don't know. We got some starting fluid. We're gonna see if she pops off. But other than that, yeah, trolling motor and ready for the fucking pond or the lake, wherever the fuck Colin wants to go on Tuesday. Well, now that all the fiberglass is put down, added some more epoxy. She's harder than fuck. Hear that? So next, I think I'm going to wipe her down a little bit, get ready to add flames to her. Now I'm going to go ahead and try to draw some flames. I ain't no artist, but let's see how this turns out. It's either going to look really cool or really shit. So let's fucking see. Might work better if I start on this side. Have the tail of the flames over here. And people ain't gonna really see the bottom of the boat. So I'll have my flames start like this. Oh, well, I just realized something. My dumbass drew the flames on backwards. Whoops. Let's go ahead and try this again. Alright. Got the old flames on the thing. She a fucking hot rod now. Now time to go ahead and cut them out. Make my own stencil. And go ahead and get ready to paint. The flames are on the boat. All I gotta do now is just protect the damn metal, so I don't want a lot of overspray on the metal. Do this and we get ready for paint. Should be a beautiful thing, beautiful sight. fucking mint. Let's get it. All right, so I got the first layer of paint on. I'm going to go ahead and let it cure. And while doing that, I'm going to go to the Sandtown Country Store and get me and Timmy a fucking cheesesteak because I'm starving like Marvin. So in the meantime, this thing's going to dry and ready for coat too. So I added some flames to her. They don't look half bad on this side. This side, they look kind of like waves. Oh fucking well, I mean, she's fucking sick. Fucking mint too. Look at, would you just look at her? All right, so a little update time. After I painted the flames, painted the cow for the old Minn Kota. I threw a brand new switch, did a little bit of wiring, only saved one butt connector, but I'm going to use that piece of wood over there, mount it right to the side of the boat, and I have it reversed, so all I gotta do is really just spin her 180 and I can drive from the seat, and then when it comes to it, I can also drive from the back with the old Evinrude. Uh-oh. Old Timmy just pulled up and a tweaker ran by on the bicycle. Holy shit. We are getting active in Sandtown, boys. All right, so here's the semi-finished product. Got a piece of wood mounted on the side of the boat temporarily for the old trolley. All the glass work is done. She is mint. I'm going to go ahead and get some red spray paint and finish all the scratches and cover up all the glass. But I mean, other than that, she's fucking mint. I'm probably going to steal some of Colin's 3M glue at the shop. And I mean, fuck it, look at her. She got fucking flame waves. Go around this side. She got motherfucking flames, baby. Look at that. Look like they're gonna get you. But anyways, like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification for more updates. New updates every fucking Sunday. Hopefully next Sunday, the old Evinrude goes on the transom.